Hey everybody, my name is Finn, and this is the beginning of my YouTube channel, Finley Clad Crochet, where I'm going to be talking about my favorite pastime, which is crochet. First, I thought I'd do a little bit of an introduction, kind of let you know who I am and why I crochet and what I'm going to be covering on this channel, hopefully. So, again, my name is Finn. I run an Etsy shop called Finley Clad Designs, where I publish my original patterns for crochet garments. I picked up crochet at the very end of 2019, so about a year and a half ago. At first it was just a hobby, but it started to fill up more and more of my time as I kind of fell head over heels for it. And when I lost my job in 2020, I ended up deciding to turn it into a bit of a source of income. So I opened up my shop, and at first I was just selling things that I produced, but I soon discovered my love for designing my own patterns. And at the beginning of this year, 2021, I gave in and finally started letting myself question my gender, which was something that I had always had questions about in the back of my head, but never really let myself do a deep dive on. So I finally let go and did that, and ended up discovering that I am non-binary. So my pronouns are they, them. She, her is okay sometimes as well, but they, them is kind of my preferred. And when I discovered that, I kind of realized what it was about the crochet patterns that I was finding that just wasn't really satisfying what I was looking for, which is that they all, not all, but mostly seem to be really, really feminine. A lot of lace and frills and flowers. And if they're not, then they're kind of really basic and not super exciting to crochet, kind of just plain jumpers and sweaters and stuff like that. So I decided to start filling that hole that I was looking for in making crochet garments that I would actually want to wear out in public. Obviously, my style is a little bit more androgynous. I'm not super into dressing up really girly, at least not very often. So, I decided to start making things like polos and hoodies and button-up shirts and tank tops and things that I would wear outside or wear in public and feel comfortable in. And I also try to incorporate in my designs different stitches that make the not only the fabric a little more flowy, a little more drapey, but also be a little more fun to actually crochet. I like when you switch up stitches a bit, when things have a little bit of variety, a little bit of challenge to them. So it's not just, doing the same thing over and over and over again until you get a sweater, which can take forever. And I frankly kind of give up on most of the time if I have to do that. So I started, like I said, filling that hole. Oh, that's Bernie over here. He likes to nap behind me while I crochet here. So I started filling that hole that I was looking for, and I've really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed putting my stuff out there for other people to enjoy. I also noticed there's a pretty big lack of men's clothing when it comes to crochet patterns, and so I do my best to make my patterns size inclusive and to be a little more gender neutral. So I do know a lot of my customers are men who are, haven't necessarily run into that many patterns that they feel they would want to make for themselves to wear, and so I'm really happy to be filling that need as well. My shop isn't super big yet, but I'm glad that the customers I do have are enjoying what they're doing, because crochet for me has been a huge coping mechanism to begin with. I've struggled with some PTSD and an eating disorder and some other stuff. So it's really calmed my anxiety a lot to have crochet. It's given me a pretty big purpose in life. And it is honestly just really fun, especially, if you know what you're doing and you know where you're going and kind of know how to choose the projects that are going to keep you engaged, then it is really, it's a really, really fun thing to do with your time. So I decided to make this channel for all of the beginners out there. Maybe this is your first time ever picking up a hook and yarn. Maybe you just got back from the craft store and you've got your how-to book. But I know YouTube can be a really good resource. I'm self-taught as well. I just had a little booklet and I did a lot of Googling and a lot of YouTube watching tutorials and stuff like that. So I thought I'd try to contribute a bit to that library and really start from the beginning and really deconstruct just all of the basics. So if you are, like I said, a very beginner, this is a channel for you. I will go over in pretty short videos just the basics, like from the ground up of what it takes to start on this journey of making crochet a part of your life. So I'm really hoping that I see you in the future in my videos and that I can be of some help in spreading this really awesome activity, this really awesome hobby into your life as well. So thanks for listening, and I will see you in my videos. Happy hooking!